Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther, and this is Control. And we might just be finishing up the last bit of the normal storyline.
My sister had this dream. Bad dream. And the whole world was dreaming with her.
Dylan?
She convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her eyelids to make her see. To save her.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know, because that's how it was for me.
Yeah, they gave me a power boost. They... Too close. Did they drop any loot for me?
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
That was the end of the main game. Fun thing, Dylan Faden, the actor who portrayed him, apparently was supposed to be the hero character of Quantum Break, but then he got shelved to be the taxi driver, and then he got shelved off of that to be the villain of this game. Ain't that fun? Now, there is more after this. The first expansion, apparently, called Foundation. Supposedly, the astral plane starts bleeding into the oldest house, and we have to stop it. By we, I mean me and Jesse. And yes, that's the thing. Jesse has been talking to us, the player, or at least that's my point of view on it. Yeah, they're showing the cast twice because the voice acting staff and the physical acting staff were one and the same, but they have to be credited separately so people understand they were both. I don't know, if I ever create a game, which I've got a couple of concepts in mind, a great deal of it would just be like this huge block of text of various jobs and then just my name underneath it. Those are the guys that are going to be a part of the Foundation crew, which apparently is going to be it's a DLC. It's a smaller thing. I'm not happy about the Alan Wake one still, but you know, whatever. Alan Wake. Thing.
It's kind of fun, but just another one.
They had some great music for this game. Huh. A ways up, apparently, like New York, Heart, something or other. I couldn't read it all because it's going just fast enough to read this stuff. But when they, oh, my business was a part of this. Keywords functional QA team. But not my department. My department works on other things. I don't think my department became a part of Keywords at the time that they were working on this. Gives me some heads up of how far back this game was, though. Alti. Game on. Oh yeah, and I also have to like try to do those challenge things of the arcade. For anyone who's making a game and is decided to watch my stuff for some weird reason, and you've gotten this far, playtest your stuff, please, and don't just be the only one playtesting things. Like, have a multitude of different people, not just your friends. Definitely not people who you dislike, but acquaintances, people who are good at their job, because you don't want people who just sit there and play your game. You want people who sit there and try to break your game. Why? Because the more they find, the more you can fix before the real people who are paying real money to buy your game get to it. Salmon soup. Characters and events depicted in this video game are fictional, and any similarities to actual people, living or dead, actual events, is purely unintentional. You are the director to the poll. Crisis is not over. Your work is not done. I'll hold on to it, but not a particularly great one. Untapped potential. Slide projector. The object is with a vertical tray. Dr. Darling only successfully blah blah blah. The object has not been successfully bound. Para utility of this object does not require binding. Nah. That's fine.
My reflection trapped in the darkness of the coffee I nurse. The rain turns the lights of the city into a mosaic on the windows. The day's paper lists all the things wrong in the world. The list grows longer by the day. The difference between the morning and the night. Coffee. Whiskey. No other difference. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It feels like I just closed my eyes. It's dark. I sit up on the bed in the gloom. I get up, I shower. The driver waits for me downstairs, takes me to the oldest house. An old man stares at me in the car window. It's raining. It's dark. Late at night, he brings me back here. It's not a home. It's a room where I sleep in. Waking up just as tired as I was before going to bed. Endless grind.
This is what I saw the last time I beat this game. In future expansion.
Shawshank Redemption. That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier. Not important, but that was it.
Boom.
Jesse Faden, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. I still don't quite believe it. But you always knew where we were headed. Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench won't be the only callers from the beyond.
Oh no.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Fuck yeah. I just need to upgrade this. Oh yeah. Forgot about this room. To whom it may concern, in case you're not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I'll be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me from my cell. So first... There we go. Second. Ah! Okay. Oh. Oh, you're making me choose. I'm gonna hold off until I get the piercing. I still need shifting fragment. Outfits. Office assistant. There. Janitorial assistant. Okay. Now where are we going? Maintenance. Restricted area. Foundation. This might be super short. I heard some dissatisfied complaints about it when I was reading stuff.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Don't care about the shield.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency. Looks like no one's been down here in a while. Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this. And we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Fantastic.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless... she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place. And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Okay, that makes sense.
This found their way down here too.
Okay, can't go in there just yet. Shifting track. Oh. That's a neat one. I don't need it though. I don't take melee damage. No. The mold is down here too? God damn it. Right. I feel stupid. Sorry for the waste of time.
Those paintings look old. Like, old.
Ancient humans encountering... I hate prophesization in games. It's narration shorthand. It's lazy. What the fuck? Oh, hi!
Now
Sharpened. Display parent utility ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it is not associated with any known object's power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, abrupt physical relocation could be potentially a variant of the jukebox effect. How other explanations are currently momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, inebriating the witness's sense of sight, and if we do not blah. Cool. Fantastic. Ooh. Relocation order. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm the official memo. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Norland called an all hands at Crossroads to announce that we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up to the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when that will happen. Oh, so this is... Huh. What you got for me? I'm sorry, what? Huh. I'm gonna hold on to that one. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Rigo fella that we brought as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls, and a strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looks like one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened did a number on our guest. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventurer's exploring days are over. I know we're careful to limit this guy's exposure to non-ordinary, dragged him, carrying him around, blah, blah, blah. But we really need to reevaluate our politics on external consulators. Honestly, we'd been better off forming a special division trained in repelling and ordinating themselves than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost ended up dead or loony. Goody.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the Bureau.
Oh wait, these are the astral guys. These aren't Hiss. Astral copies. The torrent of new information is collected. The copies' bodies are composed of dense stone-like material, as well as resistant to under controlled circumstances, and brittle when struck with significant force. Astral copies possess individual cognizance or direct by higher blah blah blah. However, Director Faden's encounter with these entities when binding the astral has served as live targets. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. Important note, they appear to be immune to his corruption.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now. Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director! Whoa. This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
The nail. Oh. Three more to go.
It's been 5 days. It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ran it about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
Oh. Okay. Plot.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
I can either make or undo. Not both. I would rather have make. MacGuffins. Meh. I went with create instead of destroy, and it's okay.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
I don't care about that. So let's go down to the melee. No, I don't use the melee because it's an awkward button position. So we'll go down the shield route.
Ish. You with me?
Yep. I don't care. Pillar found in the crossroad is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave. Despite its aggressive... Okay. It's more cryptic than normal. Occam's Razor. Polar North. Huh. I've got a funny feeling I'll be able to do both by the end of this little expansion. There we go. All right. Yeah, that pretty much confirms. Fuck. Well, I will catch you all in the next episode where we go further into the Foundation and maybe get another ability. I don't know. We'll see. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.